Hey there, slot car adventurers. I am out at the very messy tinker table. Yes, it's pretty messy, and I've been in decal mode, working on this second HQ Holden body, which I nearly lost then. I've got some super glue on my fingers and I've got no grip. Don't worry, it's dry. So this one was black, and I did crack, I don't know if you can see it there, just that, yeah, see that join? I glued it. Anyway, and I tried applying some painted on mud on the side, and it was looking awful. I wasn't very happy with it at all. So after the light gunmetal that I applied, the TS42 Tamiya, to those Pioneer Raider vehicles, I really liked the light gunmetal as a standard colour without all the weathering and rusting and corrosion. So I decided to sand this one back with some wet and dry, got it all prepped up, and then hit it with the light gunmetal, and as you can see, looking good. I've then done the detail by hand, the blinkers orange, the front there I've painted black, and then I've just, the badge where it is usually saying GTS, I've just gone splotch with some red paint. And same on the back. Horrible, but oh well, who's looking? It's an old car. But I then gave it the decal treatment using some of Harry Wise's decals he sent over, and I've turned it into our official Bettymobile. How good is that? An official Bettymobile. And I went with the card playing motif. We've got the little fiery skull, and this is car number 66. I love the Route 66 stickers on the top. I put the V8 because yeah, it's a V8 all right. Then I started doing the clear coat Tamiya TS79 semi-gloss. I thought it'd look nice with this, and I was right. And folks, I've had a little bit of a disappointment. It was looking fantastic. The mist first to lock in the decals and not destroy them. As you can see, they're all good. You do a very light mist from about 18 inches away. One pass, quickly, let it dry for 24 hours, and then start hitting it with the thicker coats. And I've proven this is the way to do it 3 times now, even though it does say on the can, do not spray on decals and stickers. That's a liability disclaimer. So if somebody sprays it on heavily and your decals go all then they're going to go back to the community, your product's awful, it made my decals go. Yeah, you need to learn how to do it right. It was a Japanese model maker who posted a terrific video, showed this simple technique of just misting the first coat on, and it works, folks. 3 out of 3. But the following day, when I started doing the finishing clear coats, it was looking gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, but I got greedy. I did just one more coat. Oh, this is going to look fantastic. One more coat. And I went out there. It was running low. I started doing the thing, and it spurted and sputtered, and I got this, I don't know if we can see it, but see those markings there? Yeah, awful. And I thought, all right, I'll be able to apply some wet and dry to fix that up. I've done that. I've also done some polish, and it's beneath the surface. I don't know exactly where that happened. It was somewhere between the second and third and final clear coat. I'm a bit disappointed. Well, I'm a lot disappointed, but let's face it, folks. One decent crash, this ends up on its roof and slides along the track, and we're going to have marks that are a lot worse than that. So it's a learning experience. Not thrilled, mainly because it was so perfect. It was gorgeous. Now it's weird. I think it's somehow trapped moisture in there, which indicates I may have not let the decals cure long enough. I did give them a couple of days. Probably needed one more day. And there's other little marks here. There's one here under Betty. It looks like she's let one go. Well, actually, that's funny. Yeah, that I'm not angry about that one. That one's funny. That can stay. But there's a couple more here and there. The irony is the decals are perfect. No problems with the decals. Spraying clear coat over the top. Do it right. You'll be fine. That's funny. Betty. It's definitely a Betty mobile because, you know, only the owners will let one go in their own vehicles. Hey, anyone else, we tend to pull up and say, okay, get out. That's going to be a fun vehicle. While I was at it, I pulled this first one apart and did a few fix-ups. I've removed the screens front and back for now. Those little corner side ones are okay. I did a few brush touch-ups here and there. I've even painted over that awful decal on the back that for some reason didn't like that silver pen. And I haven't bothered doing more with the silver pen. I've just left it as it is, touched up the front a bit, straightened up a few things, gave it a bit of a light rubbing over with, I think it was 1200 or 1600 wet and dry. Then I gave it one more final clear coat. And that's probably where I went wrong. I did that before the final of this one, so I used it up. I didn't get any spitting and splattering with this one. Turned out cool, just needs a polish. I'm very happy with this. I did a bit of work to the chassis and the mounting thingy, and this is, I swapped out the guide. I got one of the leftover Slot.its to actually fit. I did have to resort to my trusty little hand file here to just file out the mounting hole there ever so carefully. It's much better now, and it returns to center. Just sort of make a liar out of me. Yeah. On the track, it's fantastic, and I'm just waiting for some canopy glue, and then I'll have another go at the windscreens. I'm not sure about the back. I've got this idea of having the back open, having riders in the back, having a little, Betty will be standing in the back here, and her opponent will be in this, and they can have a little fun race. Although I might need to drill that out so they sit in more. Not sure, but that one goes great, and I'm hoping this one goes great as well. It's certainly looking the part. And by the way, if you hadn't seen it, George from Area 51 has put out an excellent step-by-step assembly vehicle for 3A3D chassis. You can't get it wrong with this tutorial. He shows you every single step to fully assemble the chassis to perfection. So check it out on the Area 51 YouTube channel. Brilliant work, George. And the biggest tip I got out of it was where to get these tools, like that hand drill. Apparently he gets them all off of Amazon, so just take screenshots as a reference, jump on Amazon and find these tools, folks. I wouldn't mind some of these screwdrivers as well, yeah, but definitely a couple of these hand drills, very handy. Yes, so this project is coming along. I'm waiting on the delivery of another Slot.it universal kit so I can rip out the motor pod, axles and wheels and put it on this. And even though I like the standard wheels that come with the Slot.it universal kit, I do like those wheels that Harry Wise sent over to me. I might experiment there, see how they look on this. Yeah, I think it's going to look pretty snazzy. What do you guys reckon, hey? Now, while I think of it, I just had a thought. Yes, I thought of it. I'm thinking I've got a cool challenge for somebody out there. Who would like to forge me a pair of add-on after the fact number plates? Yes, either 3D printed or even forged out of some thin metal. Very, very cool number plates. Now this is the Betty Mobile, so I'm thinking all capital letters, red letters on a black background. Actual number plate. So this is Betty. Yeah, and the red letters would match the little devil head on the back there. There's red. Betty's wearing a red outfit. Red letters in capital on a black background, an actual number plate to scale, glued on after fact. How cool would that be? And while you're at it, while you're perfecting it, one for this one that just, I'd say capital letters, just HQ. It's a HQ Holden, so just HQ, white letters on black background number plate. Glue those on after the fact. If they're actually made out of metal, wouldn't that be cool? So there's a challenge I'm putting out there for someone to do. That would look really cool. And if someone actually obliges, thank you very much, I will actually show the installation of the number plates in a future episode. Put your name up, links to your channel, all that stuff. How's that for an idea? Now, if everybody's going, nah, can't do that, you can do it here, whatever, I'll just leave them blank. But I was just staring at them. I thought, hey, what if someone out there knows how to actually make number plates, miniature to scale? They would look really cool. Betty HQ, that'd be fun. Don't need one for the front. Yeah, that's fine. It's just on the back there. What do you reckon? Very cool. Pressing on, folks. Right, folks, I've just received my supplies to finish off this machine. Here it is. Already used the knife to slice through the sticky tape. Let's see. Newspaper. We've got, hopefully that's a little, ooh, what's that? Check that in a sec. More newspaper. Here's our universal Slot.it kit with all the goodies in there. We're nearing completion, folks, and yeah, while I was at it, I couldn't help me bloody self, could I? I saw this and I went, oh, I've got to get that one. These websites, oh gee, let me do an edit and show you what I got. There's another great George at Area 51 video running through the new 3A 3D TA2 kits, showing exactly what's in the pack, what you get, what you'll need, and I believe is showing the Camaro there, which is the one I've got to work on. And while I was on shopping for some bits to finish this HQ Holden, courtesy of Dave Volk, I saw this and I went, oh, it's a good price, I better grab it. I have liked that one. It is the Camaro Raptor. So yes, I'm in Camaro mode, folks. Gotta have this one. Isn't that a beauty? So that's a Carrera Digital NASCAR version. I haven't bought a Carrera car in ages, come to think of it. I don't buy many, mainly because, well, since getting the Axle box analog machine there, you flick the switch and suddenly you can run any cars, digital or not. There's lots of other slot car brands, NSR, Scale Auto, Pioneer. It goes on and on, folks. Lots to choose from, lots of goodies. I only buy the Camaro cars, not the Camaro cars, well, I have, haven't I? The Carrera. Carrera, I'm getting all muddled up here. I'm all excited. I got this to finish that. Now this is a great video here. Oh dear. Yes, the Carrera cars. I've made this comment before. A downside I'm finding is not a lot of actual new cars. They're recycling the same vehicles, doing a new livery, and we're all supposed to ooh and ah and jump and froth at the mouth and fawn over it and lay out the bucks. You're buying exactly the same car. So no, I haven't been getting sucked into that. I want new cars, and this is a actual new car. The NASCAR series, there's a bunch of them. There's another one I like. It's very sort of purpley and maroon and pink and whatnot. That one looks good too, but this was my pick of the bunch. Really like it. Can't wait to get it on the track, put it through its paces. And the good thing about the Carrera Digital cars is when you put it on, you've got an excellent lighting system, front, back. It's all set to go. And with these ones, yeah, I'm gonna have to get around to installing some lights. I think it'd be pretty cool. I'd like an underglow. Really would like an underglow. But isn't that a beauty? I can't open it. I've got to cut it, so I'm not going to bother for now. We'll check it out another time. But bloody brilliant. The Raptor. It's funny, I just saw this race team on Facebook. I was scrolling through and there they are. So Raptor, Camaro, Next Gen ZL1. Bloody brilliant. Okay, I've opened up the kit and I've got it out. We're going to have to undo these 4 screws, remove the motor pod, transfer it over to this one from Dave Volk, and remove the front wheels axle, install it into that one. Oh, I've already greased it. Cool, thanks Dave. Very cool. Nice. Alright, so we'll move that from there. I've undone the 4 screws. Here's what I prepared earlier. Here's our 3D printed chassis. I'm going to transfer the motor pod, complete with wheels and everything done. There's the Slot.it. What is it? It's a Slot.it CH109E kit. And there's that. I'll just add these screws in. Good fit, Dave. All the screw holes line up nice. Alright, so far so good. Motor pod installed. Have a little look-see there. Just like I bought one. And this time I did hand paint this part gunmetal grey, so it's looking a little bit more carish. Not like something that just got spat out of a 3D printer. Much nicer. I should have done that with the other one. Oh well, I'll get around to it. So that fit beautifully. I've glued on the extra long distance fuel tank and exhaust pipes feature that Dave Volk printed out. Cool. I don't know what guide this is, but Dave has included that for me with his chassis. But it's made especially for that Slot.it Universal Kit motor pod. You get the wheels with it. Now I might even swap out the wheels. I'll just put that through there. Get our front wheel, and it's just squished on like so. They're very tight. We'll have to undo the grub screws a little bit, adjust the ones underneath to get the ride height correct. We'll do all that later. So far so good. All fitting together. It's just, ow! Stabbed myself with a blunt object. Now I'm going to need, because I'm doing a fair few of these now, I'm going to need like a grinding tool to be able to cut through these axles to cut off the excess. So there's less there, so I'll sort that out. That's looking good so far. We'll get that down there. And with these Slot.it ones, I could easily, I've got a bunch of Slot.it digital chips. I could easily drill a hole for the little eye sensor and turn this into a digital. I could turn them both into digital ones. I might try that, because 2 of those chips I know work very well. The rest are a bit iffy. Not particularly reliable. Those are Slot.it SP, what are they? 43 chips. I'm not fond of them. But folks, look at that. That's looking like a hot rod, isn't it? How good is that? Now, I don't know what to do about the screens. Tried the canopy glue. No, that didn't work for me either. And I need to find something that works for me. And I need, super glue that doesn't cloud up the plastic. I don't know. I need it to dry within 10 seconds. Now, Harry Wise has told me to use UV glue. It comes with a light. You put the glue in place, put your item in place. Good to go. Hit it with the UV light. Dry. Done. I need to get some of that. You listen to this one, you listen to that one. They go, yes, we got good results. And then you try it yourself and you find, I'm not getting good results with this. I don't know what they're talking about. Good on them if they get good results with this. I am not. It's not working for me. But I've got to find the right adhesive. And this is turning into a comedy of errors. I'm beginning to get extremely pissed off with this aspect of the build. Like, I'm clearly no good at it. I clearly am incapable of installing the windscreens. So I'm going to need someone to do it for me, I reckon. I just don't get it. I just can't make it happen. I'm at the point of giving up on that aspect and just not having screens at all. But that upsets me, because when I do this 3A3D build, the Monaro, it's got 2 screens to install. I want that thing to have screens. It's going to be a beautiful looking car. And I can't even manage to figure out how to glue them without getting crap everywhere. And I'm having a downer with that. That's really bummed me out. All right, folks, success with that. Harry Wise to the rescue. Those Slot.it wheels, something wrong with them, something wrong with the screws, grub screws. I've put these CB design ones on. No worries. They're tightened up in place. Okay, just for shits and giggles, I've thrown the Slot.it tyres back on those CB design wheels. They're not too bad. I guess they do fit. They're not sticking out like... Oh, sorry, what do we got there? As soon as I hit the record button, folks, someone sent some message through. They do look lovely, don't they? Aren't they? Very naughty, nasty. I'm going to have to trim those axles off, though, if I want to leave the wheel open like that. I do like that effect. I think I'm going to put these on the front, as I did allude to earlier. That is a mean looking car. I'm really liking it. And with those Slot.it tyres on the rims, they do fit. Yeah, I think I'll press on. I'll do all 4 of them. This will test me. Bloody hell. Yeah, let's do it. And there it is, folks. I've got the CB design wheels in place, and that is one mean looking HQ Holden. It looks awesome. This is a hot rod. Love it. As for the window inserts, the glasses, I've conceded defeat. I am absolutely, utterly and irrefutably incapable of installing that shit. I'm not wasting more money on more kinds of glue. I just cannot do it. It's beyond me. Can't be good at everything. I've got everything else in place, everything else happening. I cannot install that stuff to save my life. So I'm gonna go, for the time being, with no glass in these cars. No glass at all. Totally and utterly useless when it comes to installing that stuff. I'd probably have more like performing brain surgery on somebody. Yeah, that bad. So I'm really happy with it otherwise. I'm going to just do 4 little dabs of glue, actual glue that works, to install this insert inside. Little dabs that I can sort of cut through if I do find a solution for the glass. Otherwise, yeah, the insert has to be glued in there into the body, because then the chassis is mounted to that. Now, I don't know if that's an ideal approach. It seems to be working with these cars. Let's turn him around. How good is that? That's a great looking slot car. Love those wheels. Another thing I don't have is the means to cut those axles. I've got a little bit sticking out each side, but really loving the look of those wheels. I'm very happy with how this has turned out. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue it, finish it, get it on the track, and we'll see how it goes, eh? All right, slot car adventurers, let's get this beastie on the track. And boy, oh boy, does it look good. Very happy with this one. What do you think of your car, Betty? Oh, I think it's really good. Yeah, that was just me doing the voice. She didn't really say that, but I think she likes it. Looks pretty cool. Very, very, very cool. Let's take it for a run. Here we go. Say, ready, set, go, Betty.
Ready, set, go.
And we're off. Oh, superb. It absolutely flies. Another success. I think this is even better than the other one. Nice. Oh. Brilliant. What do you reckon, slot car adventurers? Did I do good? Did I do good? I think we did really well. Despite having a few little disasters, despite giving up on the windscreen, it's turned out terrific. And that's all thanks to Brisbane's own Dave Bolt. And Dave's got a new YouTube channel starting. I don't know if he's uploaded any videos yet, but I believe it's called Slot Car Asylum. I've put up a picture on the screen so you can see exactly what it is. Jump on over there for Dave, hit the subscribe button, get ready to see all sorts of really cool 3D printing and build and scenery content coming from Dave. I think it's going to be very cool. And yeah, another big thanks to Dave for allowing me to work on these prototypes with him while he's developing these cars. I believe he's all but perfected them, actually. He's got a whole bunch of others on the drawing board. A whole bunch of classic Aussie muscle cars, which you just can't get anywhere else. So, folks, what's that? Something, necessity is the mother of invention? Yeah. As you can see, they run well using the Slot.it motor pod. And there you go. Isn't that awesome? I think that, Betty, is a job well done. What do you reckon?
I think it's a real beast.
Yeah, I agree.